The haircut. For some children, it's a quick errand, something that takes 20 minutes and then it's done. But for many autistic children, haircuts can feel like a full crisis. Tears, panic, resistance before you even reach the salon. And parents often wonder, why does something so small feel so overwhelming? Let's take a closer look at what may actually be happening in your child's nervous system during a haircut. Today, we're talking about a situation many parents recognize instantly. Before we begin, a quick reminder, we are not therapists or medical professionals. Everything shared here comes from lived experiences, research, and conversations within the neurodivergent parenting community. For individualized guidance, always consult qualified professionals. Ready? Because this is Kind Parent Collective, less perfect parent, more real one. What adults experience versus what kids experience. For most adults, a haircut feels routine. We sit in a chair, someone trims our hair, maybe there's conversation or quiet, but adults have years of experience with this situation. We know the sounds, we know the process, we trust the outcome. For many autistic children, the experience is completely different. From their perspective, the haircut environment can feel unpredictable and intense. They may not fully understand what is about to happen. They may not trust the sensation of someone touching their head, and they may already feel overwhelmed before the first snip even happens. What looks like resistance may actually be the child's nervous system reacting to a situation that feels unfamiliar and unsafe. Sensory overload happens fast. Haircuts involve many sensory experiences happening at once. The sound of scissors near the ear, the buzzing of electric clippers, hair falling on the skin, hands moving around the head and face, bright lights, mirrors, strangers standing very close. For children with sensory sensitivities, these inputs can become overwhelming very quickly. Even small sensations like loose hair touching the neck can feel incredibly uncomfortable. Some children describe it as feeling itchy, prickly, or impossible to ignore. The brain may interpret these sensations as something to escape from, so the body reacts. That reaction can look like pulling away, crying, or refusing to sit still. But underneath the behavior is often sensory overload. The loss of control. Another factor that can make haircuts difficult is the feeling of losing control. During a haircut, the child must stay still while another person moves around their body. For a child who already struggles with unpredictability, that can feel extremely uncomfortable. They may not know when the next touch is coming. They may not know how long the process will last, and they may not have the ability to stop the experience once it begins. When a child feels trapped in a situation, their nervous system can move quickly into fight or flight mode. At that point, the brain is no longer focused on cooperation. It's focused on escape. The social pressure. Haircuts often happen in public spaces. Salons can be busy and noisy. There may be multiple people talking, machines running, and children waiting their turn. For an autistic child who already feels overwhelmed, the social pressure of being watched can increase stress even more. Parents may also feel pressure in these moments. Other people might be observing the situation, and that can make the entire experience feel more tense. Children are incredibly sensitive to that tension. When they sense that everyone is expecting them to behave a certain way, the pressure can increase their anxiety. The memory of previous experiences. If a child has had one difficult haircut experience, that memory can shape future reactions. The brain remembers stress very well. So the next time the child hears the word haircut, their nervous system may immediately recall the previous discomfort. The anxiety can start long before arriving at the salon. Sometimes the reaction parents see is not only about the current situation, it's also about the memory of past sensory overwhelm. That's why the resistance may appear even before the haircut begins. Why preparation matters. Many neurodivergent children benefit from knowing what to expect ahead of time. Preparation can reduce uncertainty and give the brain time to adjust to the idea of the experience. Some families find that describing the steps of a haircut ahead of time help children feel more ready. Others use visual schedules, videos, or practice sessions at home. Even something as simple as letting the child explore the tools, like touching the comb or hearing the sound of clippers before the appointment, can help reduce the shock of the experience. The goal isn't perfection, it's familiarity. Flexibility in the process. Another helpful shift can be adjusting expectations around how haircuts happen. For some children, sitting perfectly still for a full haircut simply isn't realistic at first. Shorter sessions may work better. Some families choose stylists who are experienced with sensory sensitive children. Others start with small trims at home to build tolerance. Progress can be gradual, and that's okay. The goal isn't forcing a child through the experience. It's slowly building comfort with it. Compassion for parents. Haircut struggles can be exhausting for parents too. There can be worry about appearance, social expectations, and the fear of judgment from others. Some parents feel embarrassed when a haircut turns into a stressful situation, but it's important to remember that sensory experiences are real for neurodivergent children. What feels minor to an adult may feel intense to a child whose nervous system processes the world differently. Responding with patience and understanding does not mean giving up on teaching skills. It simply means recognizing that the child's experience is valid, and that learning often happens in small steps. For many autistic children, a haircut isn't just a haircut. It's a complex sensory experience filled with unfamiliar sounds, unexpected touch, and loss of control. When we understand that perspective, the behavior starts to make more sense. Instead of seeing resistance as stubbornness, we can recognize it as a nervous system response to overwhelm. Here at Kind Parenting Collective, we believe that understanding the why behind behavior is one of the most powerful tools parents have. Because when we replace judgment with curiosity, we open the door to solutions that respect both the child's needs and the family's reality. And sometimes that understanding is the first step toward turning a crisis into something a little more manageable. And if today was rough, you still did enough. Catch you on the next one.